Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Outer Points Productions News Desk. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and as always, I'm live here at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and we are about to get started with match number 1 of round 2, very first of 1.1, the Knockout Challenge. So what a better way to kick it off, too. We've got Al Holden, one of my commentators that's been in the booth many, many times, and Chris Foose, who just got done playing last week at Matt Apple, or the week before. Whatever. This is going to be a fun one. I know both of these guys really well, and just talking with them prior to the match, they're having a good time. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I may have a co-commentator coming in a little bit later on by the name of Matt Strong, if he does decide to do that. But if not, you're stuck with me all by myself. So that's okay. Keep me entertained in the chat. You guys always do. So, and I could use it. So let's get started, shall we? We're going to get over to the overhead view real quick. And I'm going to step out of the booth and get the players to lag. Be right back. I guessed it right again. Shocking. So the race is to 12, so I don't have to do a damn thing changing the scoreboard or anything else. We are playing some 9-ball, as you could tell by the spin of the wheel. So one of the things that changed from, I think, 1.0 and maybe 2.0, it kind of came into question by several players of, if we're going to be playing 10-ball rules all the time, why not play regular 9-ball rules? And I couldn't agree more. So 9-ball breaks count in any pocket. BCA rules, rack your own. They are going to use the regular rack instead of a magic rack. 3-foul rule is not in effect. Any combo, any slop on the 9-ball definitely counts, just like old school 9-ball. What's going on, Fred Renner? Got a whole bunch of people. Well, let's start off with the first of the first. Of course, John Klein Loves Outer Points Productions. Have you tried your shirt on yet, John? So he was here Saturday for the Ronald McDonald Charity House fundraiser, and what a blast! I mean, I missed a majority of the day, but what a great turnout. We raised over $10,000, which was our goal. And congratulations to the winners. I ended up having to leave a little bit early, so I'm not sure who won. I think Brent Lucas won the $5.99 and under. But anyway, for everybody that was here, thank you so much. The support was incredible, both personal and for the fundraiser. So, have you tried your shirt on yet, John? Let me know if it fits. Scuba Steve, tuning in from Fond du Lac. What's going on, Steve? Fred Renner, you're not late. You're right on time. You made it. So, Salsa Man, what is the current count on your jars of salsa? I'm curious. Bill Sorensen tuning in, cheering for Chris. What's going on, Anthony Sadlin? I believe Anthony's match is... Anthony, are you playing tomorrow or Friday? If you folks haven't seen it, I'll put it up there at some point in the stream. The schedule for round 2 I made late last night, and what a lineup of matches coming up. And everybody wants to play at Varsity Club. And I don't blame them. So, and actually, this is a nice little... yeah. Just got a message from... Obviously, you can't see that, but I left one of the perimeter lights on over the table, so don't want to do it right in the middle of one of their games. Got to turn that off. Yeah, Justin Ellingson, you're right. I don't know why, because Al he's played a lot of 9-ball in his day, so I don't understand why he would be unhappy with it. Good. Glad you like it, John. What's going on, Jason Gibbs? Jason's match is... Jason, you're playing... You know what? Let me just take a look. Oh, Jason is playing tomorrow at the Rock. Playing against John Lee tomorrow at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. I hear you, John. What's going on, Pete Beshta? Thanks for the like and share. Please do that. If you get an opportunity, hit that like button, share it with everybody that you know. fast approaching 1,200 subscribers. Oh, yeah, right. Jason Gibbs is playing John Lee next Wednesday. Not today, obviously. So if you're interested, go down and see Maria Wana and Tom Cox at The Rock and watch the action or cheer on your favorite player, whether it be John Lee or Jason Gibbs next Wednesday. It's going to be another good match. So Fred Renner says he's up to 430 quarts of salsa so far, and I got 9 of them. 10, 11? Yeah, I can't remember. But thank you, Fred. Baby Cheddar is going to love it. Guarantee it. What's going on, Dill Hole? Jeff Sopa. Not cheering for anybody. Good luck. And that's one of the things I love about being in the booth and watching these guys is obviously I've known all of them for many, 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 many years and can't be biased in the booth. I just want to see good pool. You don't want to see anybody lose. Unfortunately, somebody has to come away with the victory and one has to go home defeated. So, Steve, Scuba Steve, I am solo for the moment. Matt Strong might be stepping in. He's playing a little pool right now. He's actually practicing himself, which is kind of surprising. Getting ready for leagues. So he said if he gets tired of practicing, then he'll step in the booth for a little bit. It's all right. I don't mind being by myself. What's going on, Jeff Hefter? Chris has left himself in right on the 50-yard line and very close to the rail, so queuing is not even the easiest. We've seen it a million times, folks. That first game opening their account is uber tough. It's a mental thing because both of these players shoot a lot better than the way that they're starting out. I guarantee it. Please don't anybody ever tell Al Holden this, but he's one of many reasons that I still play pool. Al was one of the first guys that I met at Sly's Midtown Saloon in Sheboygan, and one of the first guys that I played against. So we go way, way, way back, and I met Chris Foose probably 20 years ago. A lot of history on the table today. So if you haven't had an opportunity yet, get on over to Digital Pool and check out the bracket. Oh, I was going to show that. So this is what's coming up. Flyer that I put together last night. So this is the schedule for round 2. There are 2 more matches that have to be scheduled yet. One of them has already been played. And that was Mike Misevich losing to... I'd have to take a look. That was played like right away yesterday, so... But mark your calendar, print it out, do whatever you got to do, and then share it with your fellow pool enthusiasts. Come check it out. All right, Al pocketing, it looked like... three ball. Long, tough cut. Start out on the 1. Ah, yes. Peyton Fulkerson. Wait. Ooh. That's... Well, he got very fortunate with hooking Chris behind the 2 ball. We'll just leave it right here. That's probably the best angle. Yeah, we'll go this direction. Yeah, you can see he's really stuck behind, not only stuck behind the 2, but it pushed the 9 right in front of the pocket. So this is probably going to be a short rack. And if I was Chris, without a doubt, instead of going for the hit on this 1 ball, I would pocket the 9 and spot it. There's no way I would go after the hit on the 1. Because it's not easy. He's got to spin this quite a bit. So he's either got to mass A around it or 1 rail and potentially scratch. So, yeah, I'm without a doubt pocketing this 9. Yeah, I don't like the shot. And that was... What's going on, Dan Yenner? Little Limburger is my son, so learn your Cheddar family first, and then you can come at me, buddy. Yes. Yes, Dill Hole. If you've never seen any of my flyers before, obviously you would ask that question. No, it is not a slice of pizza. Hello to you as well, Gary Crows. All right, so this now has become either basically a race to the 5 ball. So Al's going to pocket the 2 in the side, play the 4, and probably draw back for the 5-9 combo. Ooh, that one caught a piece of the outer points. Actually, Justin, I was thinking the same thing myself. I would have probably tried to line up for the 2-9 combo. It's a sitting duck. Now, Al's left himself with either the 5-6 combo in the side, which I don't believe is wired, or play the carom into the 9 with the cue ball to try and get the win. So this might be a mistake on both players' parts. Yep, too much draw. Oh, he's going to hook him again. He hooked him again. That's unfortunate for Chris. That's two really good rolls for Al on a missed shot. So, Mike, we typically sit on what would be like the oh, what a masse. That was a beautiful shot. That was a lot harder than what it looked. That's for a 506 Fargo, and that's no disrespect to Chris. That was incredible masse. And of course, I didn't have my instant replay already set up, where I'd be able to play it again. Yep, true professionals here. That makes it one apiece. So, Mike, we typically sit way up on the top in our lawn chairs by the between Dick Trickle's pavilion there, way on the north side, and where all the food and everything starts. So, way on what would be the northeast corner of the track. And if any of you viewers out there have never been to the Eve of Destruction at WIR, it's a blast. Sounds good, Mike. All right, Chris pocketing the. Let's see what ball is down here. 4 ball. Makeable combo on the 1-8. Not an easy one. Not even sure what the discussion is out there, but players are chatting with each other about slapping a ball in. No worries. Not an easy kick on the 1 ball, but successful. Did leave Al with a shot on the 1, but not too much to shoot at with this 2 ball here. That is snuggled up pretty tight on that backside of the 8 ball. Al elects to play safe. Attempted safe. Leaving Chris with a piece of it. Not really much for an aggressive, offensive shot, I should say. Good shot by Al. Not only does he have him hooked behind the 3 ball, but he's got Chris jacked up over the 7. So he can't go directly. I don't think he could go directly at it anyway. So he's going to have to come off the short rail, try to avoid the scratch, and play safe at the same time. That's a lot going on. Ooh, and he did. Wow. Nicely played. Nice kick shot. Long shot on the 1 ball. But if he plays this right, he can actually pocket this 9 ball in the upper left-hand corner. Ooh, yeah, that was pretty close, too. And that completely leaked out. Instead of staying behind that 9 ball, came out just enough for Al to see a good piece of this 1, actually the entire ball, but still both players have to work on getting that 2 ball out of there or playing a good lock-up safe. Wow. Just wow. I mean, if he tried making that bank shot, and I'm not saying he would miss, but if it was needed to make it, would have he? I don't know. But to play safe and then pocket it, it's the worst. Excuse me. At least it got past the 9 ball, so not really leaving Chris with an offensive shot, but shouldn't be too hard to get that cue ball behind the 9. Yep, and did exactly that. I think he's got him hooked pretty well. A long view. Yep. Al's definitely going to have to, maybe even a little mass aid, but definitely rail first. All right. Finally, an open rack. Unfortunately, I'll give you the side view here. Chris has left himself really straight in on this 6 ball already. Does it sound a little windy on my microphone? I got my fan going on, and I'm just curious if you guys can hear that at home, because I just turned my fan on. It gets hot as hell in here. It seems a little high at the moment. All right, we got a score of 2-1 in favor of Al the Hitman Holden. Aw. Thank you, Derek. Love you, man. That is greatly appreciated. And you're very welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the messages as well over the weekend, Derek. Or over the last couple of days. You know what I mean. Greatly appreciated. So Justin Ellingson is if anybody is in the Berlin area Saturday at 1 o'clock, there's a luck of draw tournament, dart tournament at the Berlin Lanes for the bar owners of Rick's Irish Pub in Red Granite. Well, that sounds like fun. I used to play a lot of darts. The only problem it was when I played darts is I had to have somebody else get the darts out of the board after I finished throwing them because I couldn't reach that high to get them. But it's one of the reasons I quit, because they wouldn't allow me to use my step stool, which I think is pretty crappy. But whatever. All right, Al with another attempted safe. And unfortunately for him, it's not a lockup safe, but he's left Chris with the left side of this one ball, which he can probably lock up Al pretty good if played correctly. There you go. There's a nice... Yeah, he left him with the one ball too. The best thing about Chris's shot there, though, is he did leave Al on the rail. Which it makes it a lot more challenging to get any kind of draw whatsoever on the cue ball. Going for the soft roll. Ended up playing it really well. It's a good shot. So if you haven't seen already, I'm gonna just leave it on this view for a little while. You're gonna see the ticker that I put on the end of the table there. There it's starting. These are all the players that are in round 2 that have advanced or they won their first match. So there are a couple of matches. I think there's like 3 or 4 that are not going to be played here on the stream of round 2. But then after that, we've got the final 16 players, 8 streamed matches, obviously, will all be streamed live. Miss on the 2 ball by Chris, but has left Al with just a little piece of it. Good evening, Scott Kugel. What's happening, my friend, up in the North Woods? All right. Al attempting a safe, and he just left Chris with a piece of it again. Attempted safe. Cue ball stays on the table, so that makes it a little bit harder for Al, but he does have a pretty clean shot. I'm going to get you on that different view. Coming right at you on the lower right. It's a good shot. Left himself really good on the 3. Now it's going to be a matter of, I think the 4 to the 5 is probably going to be the most difficult shape to get here. And even the window between the 8 and the 9 is not that big. So if he decides that he's going to try and draw to get behind the 9, that is a really small window. I think I'd rather float forward. There you can kind of, this is a little bit better angle. So he's going to have to hit it really well if he's going to draw back. He's almost got to get tight on the rail. Ooh, a nice little bounce there. Came off the 5. Almost exactly what he wanted. The only issue now is he is going to be jacked up over the 7 ball a little bit. Working hard. Aren't you always working hard, Scott? Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, he had to create... Oh, my gosh, he got away with it again. That's about 4 shots that Al has missed and left the ball in the pocket, but hooked Chris behind another ball. Yep, hanging out in the booth by myself. Well, for now, anyway. I might be joined by Matt Strong in a little bit. He's practicing with Taylor Collar over there. Everybody here at Varsity Club is getting ready for league starts next week. I think next Thursday the 12th. Give you a different. Yeah, you can't really see it from here either. Maybe a different angle. Yeah, Chris is kind of jacking up a little bit on that 5 ball because it's pretty tough to get to that 6, and I don't think he's got there. I think he wanted to play that in the other pocket. I think he's going to have to try and come up with a safety here. Maybe get the 6 behind the 9. I don't know if he's going to try and throw this into the bottom left. Oh, he tried banking it. Super aggressive. That's going to roll out right in that window for Al to shoot it in the corner, I think. I'll do that, Scott. He's over there screwing around with Taylor Collar at the moment. Good attempt at a safe. Did not leave him completely behind the 8 ball. Chris can play the combo, but this is a tough one. There's a lot of table. You betcha, Scott. So if this is your first time or if you've not seen the stream before, this is a completely new dimension of pool tournaments. And it's just an idea that I had 5-6 months ago about making pool a little bit more accessible for the working man is basically as best as I can put it. So I'm going to get to Scott's question in just a second. If you haven't heard how the Knockout Challenge, the format is run, it's a sizable entry fee. It's $265, and first place money is $5,000. This one alone was 64 players, and it is single elimination. So the whole design behind that was to get players. It's that win or die. You know, you've got one bullet, and if you lose, you're going home. That's it, period. So I've noticed talking to the players over the last several months that have gotten into the Knockout Challenge is they find themselves practicing a lot more than what they used to. You know, nobody wants to spend that amount of money, and be one and done. And also the prize pool itself, and this one actually has a player auction with it. So all total, the winner, if they have to win 6 matches to get to the finals, just 6 matches. There's no other tournament that's ever been run where if you win 6 matches, you're going to win with the player auction is $7,000 for an amateur player. There's a lot of pro events that don't even get that. So it's just a lucky idea. So to answer your question, Scott, in the long-winded way, as I always am, it is single elimination. Good evening, Andy Coons. And Mike Schultz. And we all know that about Dan Yenner. He is not a working man. There's no doubt about it. He claims, but a lot of people I know that have claims to, people that they are, but, we all know better. Love you, Dan. All right, bottom right-hand corner, attempted, I should say. And hit one of the outer points and left Chris pretty tough again. So in a roundabout way, after my description of another facet of the knockout challenge is, so when I did the King of Hill at Mad Apple, the game was determined by the incoming player. So they had the ability, the incoming player had the ability to watch previous matches and find out what the reigning player, their weak point was. And they pick the game. So one of the parts of the Knockout Challenge that has become a big hit with the viewers, I believe anyway, and I just love it, and it's not going to change, so whoever wins the lag, there is a lag at the beginning, whoever wins the lag gets to spin the wheel. So on that wheel, I actually have a picture of it somewhere. It doesn't matter. It's got 12 equal pieces on it. And it's 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. And whatever it's left up to destiny or the spin of the wheel, that's the game that's going to be played. So the next bracket, and you can write this down because it's already in the works. Oh my goodness. Chris leaving the 9 ball hanging in the jaws for Al Holden to make it a 3-1 lead. Could have had it tied up at 2, but so what in the hell was I talking about? Man, I hate when that happens. While I think of that, let's go to our sponsor spotlight, shall we? We haven't talked about this guy in a little while. His name is John Kramer, along with quite a few other people on his staff of the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. Nonprofit organization that recognizes and honors the individuals who have made a profound impact in billiards through exemplary talents, dedication, and their contributions to the sport in our state. And it says that the bottom line pretty much says it all. There is nobody better that preserves the history of pool in the state of Wisconsin better than John and the rest of the crew. So hats off. I love having that be a part of my stream. You know, none of us are getting any younger, so the older you get, the more I appreciate stuff like that. So I've been around pool my entire life, and it's really good to see John and what the rest of the crew do. And the reason I say that is, again, this year the Wibhoff weekend is going to be here at the Varsity Club. Along with that, I'm partnered with Don Mackey and Kim Davenport of Stroke Zone, which is it was Projection Pro Billiards is the system that I purchased for the stream table. And one of the things of the Wibhoff weekend, actually, I'm going to get, as long as Chris is here, check this out. So this is actually part of Wibhoff weekend. So there's going to be a novice division and an advanced division. So this is all Stroke Zone. And it's going to be a good chunk of money that John is giving away. I think I have another. There's really nothing happening at the moment on the table, so that's why I'm doing this. So, Whip-Off Skills Challenge is Stroke Zone, 2 skill levels, Advanced and Novice, again. $20 for the first challenge attempt, and then 10 all following up attempts after that. So, and right there's the target in the bottom left. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you are not a member of Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, get on over and do that, seriously. And then make sure you make it here for the weekend, because the banquet, the induction ceremony, all of it, the tournament itself, it's a really fun weekend. Oh, all right. So thank you, Mike and Derek. So the next tournament, the next bracket, I'm working with Matt Strong because I need help with this. Because people don't realize this is a massive undertaking, especially with a 64-player bracket. But I absolutely love it. I really do. And I'm enjoying the hell out of what I'm doing. But I need help. So Matt Strong is helping me out. The next one, we're going to try to do a 128-player bracket. So it's double the size of what I did on the last one. And that's going to be a $5.99 and under. So basically, that's going to be 1.3. And first place is guaranteed over $10,000. And that's without a player auction or anything else. That is just first place money. So, yeah, again, there's no other amateur tournament on the planet that's going to pay out that much cash. So get ready for it, because it's coming. And I've talked about it before. One of the things that I really want to do is next year at this time, or late winter 2025 somewhere, I'd like to give an amateur player a check for $100,000. So already working on it, already talked to several pool halls across the United States. The major pool halls that would host a big bracket. And the final 64 or whatever are going to be invited to the varsity club for an entire weekend of single elimination. So the entry for that, Mike Bonnell, is exactly the same. I'm not going to change the entry unless I have to. So I did a lot of calculations. I did a lot of my time that's involved, all of my efforts and everything else to make it affordable for myself. Affordable for the players, but having the ability to make an income myself, because this has become a second job, and I'm totally okay with that. So, but it will remain $265 entry. You know, Justin, unfortunately, Uncle Sam's going to find his greedy little paws in it no matter what. So, whatever. All right, Al kind of hooking himself off the 3 ball instead of just straight drawing back straight. And now has left Chris with a straight in 4 ball, kind of close to the rail. So, and of course, it's going in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, so that always makes it fun. 5 to the 6 is, dear Lord, almost impossible. I know the majority of you viewers out there, you've heard me talk about it a million times over, but I'm so very grateful, and I'm beside myself how fast the momentum of the Knockout Challenge has grown. But I mean, that was the reason behind it, or that was the idea behind it. And be the first one to admit, I got very lucky in a good idea. So I want to make it grow as big as I possibly can. I mean, we all, as pool players, amateur pool players, we all have day jobs for the most part. And we watch a lot of the professionals to get better. There's so many drills, and we take lessons from them. We watch all of their events. Why not make something for us amateur players? And I'll be honest with you, this is no knock on any other, whether it be BCA or VNEA or WAMO or any other state tournament. I don't think the payouts are fair. And hats off to Mike Gans and Matt Strong and the rest of the guys that are putting together what is going to be an incredible state tournament. Teams, individuals, so on. It's for the players. There's without a doubt that tournament is for the players. That's what the Knockout Challenge was designed to be, is for the players instead of lining the pockets of a different organization. So, anyway, get off my soapbox. All right, Al with a straight in 6 ball. This should be about it for rack number 5. If Al can clean up these 3. What's going on, Vincent Didio? It is the most thrilling pocket. Me either, Fred. And let me find that picture real quick. All right, Al is really contemplating on what to do. This is what I was talking. I'll put it back up after this. We'll get Al's shot up there first. He's about to hit this 8 ball, and then I'm going to go over that flyer real quick. That is a well-hit shot by Al Holden. Nicely done. All right, so that is a score of 4-1 in favor of Al Holden. This is what I was talking about. Next year, May 15th through the 18th, sponsored by Cue It Up, as well as myself and a couple of other organizations. But all the divisions and the payout for this is it's astronomical, and that's the way it should be. It's a state championship, for God's sakes. Bars, pool halls, all across the state, all across the nation, pay in thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in league fees, sanction fees, everything else. And to be honest with you, when it gets to a state tournament, the payouts are absolute shit. And I say that with the utmost honesty, because that's just the way it is. I think the payouts are disgusting for a state championship, and the trophies. I'm a huge fan of WISPA. I think WISPA is the only one that I feel is, and it's, of course, it's my opinion. I don't want to dig myself into a hole here, but what WISPA has done is, I think, phenomenal for the state of Wisconsin and pool. So other than that, I think this is going to be awesome. Awesome. So if you want to be a part of it, I would suggest getting signed up as soon as you can. Contact Mike Gans and get a team together, or a singles, or however you want to do it. But don't miss out, because it's going to grow pretty fast. Anyway, that was the whole idea behind the Knockout Challenge, it's got to be something for the players. Otherwise, we're going to lose players. Plain and simple. Well, Chris is struggling a little, to say the least. So now that Vincent Didio is in the chat, I'll tell you what, because he's other than my wife, he is the only person that knows what it is. Well, Al's going to leave a wide open table because now he just broke that up. So we've been talking about this for weeks and weeks and weeks because I finally got to 1,000 subscribers a while back. The tattoo design has been finalized, and the date is set for Sunday. Oh my gosh, Chris. Sunday the 15th, just a week and a half away. But I'm not. Raise your hands. Say something in the chat if you want to see the tattoo, or what the tattoo is going to be, because it's not going to be what you expected. I'm going to give it about. You know what? I'm going to wait until the end of this game, and then everybody can raise their hands or put your hands together, or do whatever you want. If you want to see what the tattoo is going to be, I'm going to need your cooperation. All right, Al with a good hit on the one, leaving a shot. I'm not 100% positive that this one ball goes past the 5 in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, but all right, we got 3 already. I'm going to need more than that. All right, Chris missing it off the 5 ball, and I don't believe, actually I know for a fact, he did not leave Al with a pocketable 1 ball unless he kicks behind the 2. All right, you got it. I'll show. You'll have to wait until after the game. All right, bad hit. Giving Chris ball in hand on the 1. Nice, Tammy. How you doing, Tammy? Trevor Simpson, back from visiting a friend. Glad to see you in the chat, my friend. I'm not scared. You know what, Dan? That would actually be quite hilarious. That's a pretty cool tattoo idea. Yeah, pool table and cheddar. Yeah, like you two don't know each other already. Are you kidding? Dan and Scott. Well, I'll tell you what, Anthony, if it ends up being the redraw day, I mean, it doesn't have to be the redraw day. That depends on all their. So there's 3 matches that have to be scheduled yet. So they may be outside of. Because this week, the rest of this week, and part of next week is pretty full with matches. So having that end up right on the 15th, probably not going to happen. And even if it does, then I'll just do it on the way back from Fond du Lac. Dan Yenner, I don't believe that Scott does shoot pool. Do you, Scott? You don't play pool, do you? I thought you just watch. All right, looks like Chris is going to go vertical here. Getting out old Hoppy. Well, that is not going to help. Missed cue on the jump cue. Giving Al ball in hand on the 3. Wow, you're really pushing the limits tonight, Scott. I mean, Dan. Really pushing the limits. Who wants me to see? Who wants to see Dan Yenner in timeout? I think that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? It looks like the 4 does pass the outer point of the side pocket there, so it'd probably be the way I would play it. Ooh, he's going for the draw shot in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. That's always a fun way to start. We'll give you a different view. Oh, decided to play safe. Interesting, with ball in hand. Very interesting. So Dan says timeouts are fun. Trevor, can you force it through the point? No. I have, it's funny because you see that on some of the professional videos or the training videos that some of the pros put out, how you can, not on this table. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody be able to do it on a diamond with rails this bouncy. So I would have to say no. Can I zoom in on the 4? Yes, I could have. I was busy doing something else. Sorry. Well, that's an interesting approach from Al Holden. I don't know if he was trying to actually pocket the 4 ball. It looked like not, because he's kind of disappointed that he didn't get the cue ball behind the 5. But now he's left himself with a long shot on the 3 and has to hit it pretty good. He's got to avoid the 9 and try to get back down table for the 5. So not easy. So Dan, yes, I could have zoomed in on the 4 if I was paying attention, and that's not part of my production value. You have to pay for that. All right, Chris attempting to do the same thing, but has left Al with another clean shot on the 3 ball, albeit thin, and again has to avoid the 9 ball, which I don't know if it's possible. Ooh, good shot. Nice little rub on the 8 ball to get down for the 5. So you know what, Derek, I'm not surprised. And Larry Neville was one of those guys that could do things that us mere mortals had no shot in hell of doing. May he rest in peace. That was a major loss to Poole in Wisconsin. I had the pleasure of working with Larry for several months because he was the tournament director along with Michelle at Mad Apple for quite a while, and really got to know Larry on a personal level. So that was brutal. Thanks for saying that, Dan. And I've said it on the stream repeatedly that other than Gray Seek, there's a couple of players that they've come close, to playing really well. But other than Gray, Gray played phenomenal in 3.0 finals against Dan Coppins. And I talked to Dan on Saturday. He just didn't bring his A game that night. It happens. But I have seen player after player after player after player struggle. And my opinion, I'm sitting right here. I'm 10 feet up. Right now, I'm 4 feet away from Al. He's got his back up to the booth. He's taken a deep breath on every single shot. And I've seen it every single stream. People say, "Oh, I'm not nervous." No, I don't. I don't get nervous. Bullshit. I call bullshit every time because again, these guys are playing for $5,000. So this means a lot to everybody. All right, 5-1. So now I'm going to show you the tattoo. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tattoo up there, and then I'm probably going to mute the microphone because I'm going to be crying my eyes out. So this is what I sent Vincent. So this is what the tattoo is going to look like. Not what you were expecting, was it? So if you don't know, I lost my Siberian Husky, my 9-year-old, on Saturday morning. Worst experience of my entire life. So instead of doing a caricature or something else, I needed to do something with meaning, and that's it. Thank you, everybody. It has been a hard 5 days. And it's one of those things that I wouldn't wish this on anybody. It's a darkness that I've never been in, and people all you have your fur babies. If you don't, then you don't understand what we're talking about, because it felt like losing a child. I've never lost a child, but if that's what it feels like, holy hell. It's devastating. It's like I was telling Lisa and the kids, and before leaving tonight, even though it goes back to part of what I've talked about since the beginning of the stream, is there's a pool community out there that to be a part of is truly an honor. And as a family member, the messages that I got over the weekend and the last couple of days and phone calls from friends, wow. I'm so grateful. And it has, every phone call, every message has taken a little bit of a little piece of the pain away. And I really mean that, because this has been seriously the most difficult time of my life. So, can't wait for Vincent to put that on my arm. I'm sorry for your loss as well, Justin. It's tough. And not to continue that, I don't want to be sad, but if it was cancer or if it was old age or something like that, I think I'd probably be able to deal with it maybe a little bit better. But this was, yeah. Slap in the face. Life can be very cruel. Justin, how old was your chocolate lab? And what was his or her name, if I may ask? Nice shot by Al. That's a really good shot in the side. Coming 3 rails, perfect shape on the 6. Nice little float down to the 7 ball. Chris is going to have to get something together mentally because the way he's struggling, he's letting this match get out of hand rather quickly. Nice angle on the 7 ball. I think I would actually play this with a lot of left-hand spin and come 2 rails and play the 8 ball in the same pocket. Because I think, he could play the 8 all the way down in the upper left, but I think you'd have to get such a good angle on it to get to the 9. He's got plenty of angle on the 7 to pretty much maneuver that cue ball wherever he wants to. All right. He decided to try the 8 ball in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket, and he's probably thinking about that. Al just kind of rubbed his head and thought to himself, son of a, what the hell am I doing? Oh, he hit that really good. Just enough right-hand spin on it to get past that side pocket because the perfect angle would have been a scratch, or the tangent line took him right to the side pocket. So now he's got this is just a thin-ish cut on the 9. Al's just doing a little regroup, mental regroup. Nice little 2 rail into the side. Into the corner. That makes it 6-1. Al's halfway home, and Chris has just gotten out of the starting gate. So, Justin, I don't know what the typical lifespan of a lab is, but I know it's got to be somewhere between like 12 and 15, right? And it sucks, when if they're very active yet and full of life. And that was my Aurora. She loved going for walks. She loved, swimming, everything. And when they're there one day and just gone the next and you don't know why, it's the hardest to process. And that's my state of mind right now is I don't know why Aurora died, and I don't think I want to. It's like I've said to several people, if it's something that I could have avoided or something preventable, I don't think I could live with myself. I really don't. Anybody that's ever been around a husky, they love to howl. And my little Aurora, it was my favorite sound. It was Music to my ears. And now it haunts me. Um, what am I fixing on the scrolling ticker, Andy? Looks good to me. Oh, advancing to round 2. Well, yeah. Same players. I get what you're saying. It's all good, Trevor. Yeah. Life can be very cruel. All right, pocket in the 2 ball. I don't know if that 3 passes the 6 or not. That looks pretty snug. Yeah, he had to purposely try to overcut that one a little bit just to make sure it went past the 6. Obviously, overdid it just by a little bit. So, leaving another opportunity for Chris to run out a rack here. And honestly, I think this is probably the toughest shot of this rack is 3 to the 4. Oh, I see what he's doing. Chris is going to play the 4-9 combo. I like it. Definitely not a bad time to get a quick rack. Oh, my. I don't know if he did or not, but, not even. So not making it. It's a good thing that 9 traveled a couple of inches further than sitting right in front of that pocket because that would have been brutal. Miss the 4-9 combo and then leave it for your partner for a quick win. All right. The good thing about what Al just did there is A, he left Chris really long. B is he is frozen to the 9 ball, so it's not like Chris is going to be able to put any kind of English on this cue ball at all. So now it's just a matter of going for a hit. He could try to thin the right side of the 4 and come all the way back down table, but that's not an easy task either. One hell of a nice shot by Al Holden there. Nice bank. Perfect shape on the 6. Got a little too close to his work here for the 7 ball, which is going to make getting to the 8 a little bit more fun. Hit it good, but left himself at the 50-yard line again. Well, this is a must-have for Chris. He cannot afford to miss 2 bunnies and be down 7-1. All right, and down she goes, 6-2. Still a 4-game deficit. He is going to have to make up rather quickly. All right, Chris pocketing the 6 ball and a shot on the 1. Can't afford to go forward on this because I believe the tangent line is right into that lower left. But, man, maybe not. Boy, he's going forward. We'll see if he can avoid that scratch because that's where that came really close. And even worse is he left Al with a stop shot on the 1 ball on the side, a stop shot on the 2 to get to the. This is a pretty easy rack for Al. For the life of me, I do not understand that shot. I mean, seriously, that was a stop shot. And now he's really left himself in a bad spot here. All right, while Al tries to figure out what he's going to do next, I'm going to put this up there again real quick. and show you what's coming up this week. Tomorrow, the one and only Vincent Didio and Luke Wega are going to be playing here at 4 o'clock. And yes, it is going to be streamed. So we get to watch him try to annihilate his own pocket. Then at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock is Derek Tauschik and Randy Boom. On Friday, we've got Steve Hill Martin and Jason Harlan at 6 o'clock. And then at 7 is Dan Yenner and Todd Schmidt. That's going to be a fun match, because I'm going to give Dan so much crap. I'll shark him out of his own game. Yeah, I don't even really need to do that. I've seen him play. So anyway, then on Sunday, we've got a triple header. Anthony Sadlin against Logan Heisel at 2 o'clock. Matt Kitzman, Todd Rasmussen at 6, as well as Derek Schwartz and Adam Swenson at 6. So we're going to be dual streaming at 6 o'clock. Monday night, Tommy Lloyd and Fong, Dave Sutter and Alex Van Boxtel at Matt Apple. So anyway, so Al missed the 2-ball, which you guys probably could have guessed was going to happen because left himself bad. And Chris has a golden opportunity. I mean, there's really no trouble here. The only thing that I see would be the 7 to the 8. So Chris has to pocket the 4 and leave himself with a good angle on the 5 to get to at least the middle of the table. If he could end up smack dab in the middle of the table, that would be ideal. That will give him the angle that he needs to get on the 8-ball. That's pretty much a perfect angle right there. I would play this with maybe just a touch of high left. Come down the bottom rail as you see it. Yeah, and end up. So if you see the logo in the middle of the table, if he can put it right on the T of varsity, I think that would be the ideal spot. Let's see where he gets. Oh, wow. Look at that. Doesn't get much better. It's on the I. He actually dotted the I in varsity, so that's only about a half inch off of what I was saying. So this is a good spot. So he could either come one rail and thin, just past the 9, or he could go right between the 8 and the 9, which I don't think I would do that. Yeah, this is the better shot. Don't want to get straight. He got a little straight. And on the rail, so that makes it even more fun. So it looks like Chris is going to go, I think he's just going to float. I don't know if I would do this. I think I would follow this forward and play the 9 in the same pocket. Kind of a punch shot. You'd have to use a lot of force, but he is actually going to roll up and play the 9 in the side. Or all the way down in the Vincent Didio. And that's, yikes. Here we go. Yikes. I think he missed it. Yep. 7-2. Let's get on over to our sponsor spotlight. Actually, the players are going to take a break. So what I'm going to do is run to the bathroom myself because I've had to do it for like an hour now. And we'll be right back. Oh, sweet relief. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I still have to... Do I have to score Al's point? I'm not sure. I think it's 7-2, right? Somebody check for me. Well done, John. Yeah, he's definitely going to fuss about that one later. Well played. Well, I believe I can check the digital pool because, excuse me, they are scoring on the digital pool app as well, I believe. We're going to find out. No, they're not because I never sent them the link because they're on the stream. Well, Chris is back. Al is not. I'll find out from Al right now if he has already moved his coin. Yes, indeed. It is 7-2. Timed it perfectly. And I made Al scratch. Ball in hand for Chris on the one ball, and he's got some work to do if he's going to run out this rack to get to the 3. 3 to the 4 could be tough, but if he so wanted to, he could play the 3-9 combo, which really isn't that bad of an idea because it's not too difficult as long as he's not hitting the hell out of it. Pretty straight in on the 2 ball, and I believe enough, though, where he can come out. If he can get back to where he is now, maybe a little bit closer to the 7, that would be ideal. I don't think I would go for the run out in this. I think I would go for the combo. It's going to be a lot more challenging now. So now he's probably going to have to play the carom. Anthony, who's sharking? Al was? Well, it was an attempt on the carom, leaving Al with either a bank on the 3 ball. Pretty simple shape on the 4 as long as he doesn't run into the 9 ball. Well, we have a surprise guest in the booth. I'll wait until he takes his seat and grabs his microphone and puts his headset on.
Right.
Yep. He went for the bank and hit it absolutely perfect. Leaving himself with a shot on the 6. So this may end up, that miss on the 3 ball, or that carom, is probably going to end up costing Chris yet another game. What's going on, Chris Green?
Nothing much. Thought I'd come down and say hi.
Check out this guy.
Hello, everybody.
What does your shirt say?
8 ball.
Nice. Beautiful. Welcome, everybody. Chris Green to the booth.
Figured Cheddar was all by himself. He needed some company.
You know, I appreciate that very much. Thanks for not giving me a hug and slapping my ass like you did the last time you came in the booth.
You liked it. You know it.
We've got Matt Strong said he was good. I ask you to not tell people that. So Matt Strong said he was going to come in here, but he's over there playing pool with Taylor Collar, saying, I'm going to practice for league.
Practice for league.
Uh-huh.
Loser.
Yeah.
Make a commitment. You got to stick to it.
Right.
Get your butt in the booth, buddy.
That's all right. I don't mind being by myself. So if you want to pull up YouTube over there, you can see all the people that are in the chat.
Let's see what we got going on here in the chat.
Keeping me entertained.
Oh, we got 19 likes, it looks like.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
All right, this is a bit of redemption for Chris, and I think I've said it for the first 9 games. He's got to have it because this match is starting to slip away.
I did.
Andy just asked you a question there. Okay.
You know, trying to cuddle with the wife. She's like, "Get away from me! Go away! Get out!" So here I am.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I mean, thanks for being here, Chris.
You're very welcome, my friend. I was actually watching the stream at home in my garage, and
why?
Because I, wanted to see how Al would do, and
sure.
I'm like, he sounds like he's alone in the booth.
So, and again, this has nothing to do. It's not negative in any way. Don't take it that way. But so Bill Sorensen sent me a message earlier, and he's like, "Do you have anybody to sit with you in the booth tonight?" I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I don't. I hope he's playing this in the side. He's not playing this all the way down. Okay.
Nope.
So I'm like, no,
not too bad.
So Bill said, he's like, I'll be there. Come right after work. And as soon as he got home, his wife had to go into work early, so he had to stay home and watch the kids. So, and it's all good. So I was just gonna handle it on my own. Then I asked Matt, and Matt said, "Yeah, I'll come in a little bit later." But he's out there dicking around.
No, like I said, I was working in the garage, watching the stream. Finishing up wiring some lights on my motorcycle, switching it from incandescent bulbs to LED running lights and brake lights in the turn signals to give it a little more light in the back. So
nice.
I'm like, all right, well,
a little more recognizable on the streets.
Yes. So I'm like, all right, especially at night.
No doubt.
Bikes are hard to see at the night sometimes. So all the lighting you can get, the better.
All done?
With the rear end, I still got to do the front end yet. As bad as that sounds.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a family show, but that's never really stopped either of us before.
True. Yep, no, had the hand wire in the LED running light and brake light into the main system. And these are like a little round plate that hold the LED lights for the directional light also, so that just plugged into the socket.
Easy.
Yep. So that part was easy, but yeah, I had to try and feed 2 fine wires through like on the back of a motorcycle, you got little narrow stems that come out and hold your directional lights, so I had to feed the wires down the stem, get them into the brake light unit, and tap into the factory wiring there.
Fun.
Yeah. 2-day project. Well, after work, a couple hours each night. So I'm like, I'm done kind of early. I'll come down to Varsity Club and chit-chat with everybody.
Well, we appreciate you being here, along with Michael Parker, just tuned in because he was out fishing with Shelly. Thanks for liking and sharing. Much appreciated.
Flukage.
I was going to say,
no
you
flukage.
almost fluked that 7-ball. So, what did you catch, Michael Parker, other than your pants or maybe Shelly's ear, or what'd you get?
Seaweed.
Yeah, that's usually what I catch. So I actually asked Dumper Dan earlier today because they were in Dan was in Al's wedding.
Okay.
Way back in the day. So I figured maybe he'd want to be able to, commentate for Al's match. But he had prior commitments as well as John Kutnick. So here we are.
I like it. Well, glad to be here. And
that was a lot of body English on that shot on the one, and I've been seeing a lot of that from Chris tonight. There's a ton of movement right before he releases the cue, and that is never a good thing.
correct. Even a little bit of movement is a bad thing.
Huh. You got a nice offer there, Chris, from Mike Pinnell.
Hey, that'll get me in shape. Deal. The only problem is riding 2 motorcycles up there.
That would be a challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that would be pretty hard.
because my last part of the project, from swapping things from my old bike to my new used bike, I want to get the fog lights off the front and the directional lights swapped out. Because my new bike only has the main headlight and just the little directional lights, so I want to get the 4-inch lights off my black one onto the red one. But yeah, switched out the clutch. Was all excited about that over the weekend on Monday. Got both bikes apart, got the clutches swapped, got my black one back together. My wife's outside with me. I'm like, hey, give me that gasket up there on the shelf so I don't have to try and get my old creaky knees up off the floor.
Sure.
She brings me the gasket and she hands it to me, and I'm like, the dealer gave me the wrong one.
That son of a...
I'm like, crap.
What in the is wrong with that?
Right? So the wife yesterday was actually nice after work, and she took off right away to back to Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, actually, to a dealer and just outside of Plover, coming into Wisconsin Rapids, right on the border there, Donahue Sports. And yeah, they gave us a full exchange for free.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they should.
She's like, we could have mailed this to you, but my wife's like, yeah, but he really wants to get the bike back on the road like now. So
yeah, there's not a ton of good riding weather left
yep.
in the year.
And I mean, really roundabout, it's about a 2-hour trip there and back. But yeah, no, this Donahue Sports up in Wisconsin Rapids for the Yamaha 2nd generation bikes, they keep a lot of parts in stock, unlike a lot of the other dealers, like Winnebago Land and the local shop I deal with. So it was worth it. So yeah, tonight was to make sure the direction lights are working, see if the new clutch is working. So far it is, because the bike got me here. So if I make it home, life should be good.
So Michael Parker says what he caught today out on the boat or fishing was 2 snapping turtles.
Nice.
Just sent me a private message. So he sent me a couple of pictures of the snapping turtles. I'm not going to put them on the stream, just because, yeah. My question is, what do you do with those snapping turtles? Do you make turtle soup out of them, or keep them
as a pet?
Yeah. What the hell would you do? I shouldn't say that, because we actually had a snapping turtle for about 3 years. And I have a funny story behind this.
Really?
So when I was caddying out at Whistling Straits, I caddied for this couple from Texas. I was caddying for them on the Irish course, which is right next to the Straits course,
Okay.
the Whistling Straits. So the very first hole, number 1 the green goes way up a hill. It's a elevated green. When we got up there, the lady, the woman, she points out, she's like, "What is that right there?" And it's this baby snapping turtle. So he must have spent all night going from the pond up the hill to get to that green. and it's like 100 yards.
Right.
Somewhere
but
around
they
there.
don't move very fast
Correct.
with their short little legs.
Right. It's like me, So I think he hooked himself.
I was going to say, I think he hooked himself.
I'm pretty
going
sure
from the
they-
5 to the 6. He's looking pretty hard at it.
I think he's got a mass around this 8-ball a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's checking up just a hair bit.
So anyway,
Nice.
so I don't know if he's completely straight in. If he is, this is going to make it. It's not straight in. So he can pull this over to the left.
Yep.
Just make the ball. Take whatever you get. So anyway, this little snapping turtle, I put him in my pocket. So in the caddy uniform, you got 2 top pockets, 2 front pockets, 2 back pockets. There's just pockets everywhere because you need them for equipment. That's a great shot. Just don't go on the side.
No.
Oh my gosh. You got to
That
be
is an
kidding
unlucky
me.
roll.
That is brutal. That is holy.
That's my kind of luck.
Ugh.
But yes, that is a brutal.
I'm watching the
outcome.
replay up there, and that's just, that's shitty. Anywho, so Al's going to take a 8-3 lead now. Well, barring any, like an earthquake or something. So I put this little turtle in my top pocket, walk it down to the pond, and let it go. All right, watched him swim away, whatever. This couple requested me to caddy because they were there for 4 days. So they requested me to caddy for them the next day.
Okay.
This is not a bullshit story. We get to the first tee the next morning, and that turtle is back in the front green, right? And I know that it was the exact same one because he had a little white piece of, I don't know if the shell was missing or whatever, from the back right of his, his
yep.
shell.
So he was kind of distinct looking.
Yeah, I knew it was him or her, whatever. So put him back in the water, and I'm like, all right, he's gone now, whatever. And the worst thing for a baby turtle like that is to be out in the open on a golf course because the seagulls or the hawks or fox or whatever,
somebody's could come out on him.
Yeah, they're gonna have him for lunch. So just throw him back in the water. The next morning, I was with a different group because the other couple had gone to Black Wolf Run. I was with a different group. That stupid little turtle was out in the middle of the fairway. not up by the green this time, but out in the middle of the fairway. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I put him in my pocket, and I carried him for 18 frickin' holes in my pocket while the little bastard is biting me in the outer points. I'm not joking. He bit me in the nipple like 4 or 5 freaking times in 18
Ouch.
holes. So I'm pouring water down. It's hot as hell outside, so I didn't
Yep.
mind. So I'm pouring water down, just to keep them wet and moist and whatever else. Like, anyway, took him home, had him for 3 years, and then let him go.
Nice jump shot.
That was beautiful.
Perfect leave.
How dare he interrupt my story by playing pool?
Right.
That's
And with such a phenomenal
Yeah.
shot that we actually have to comment on it.
rude as shit. What the?
Pool players.
Yeah, I think it's all about them.
Right?
So yeah, that's my.
That's how you got the pet turtle,
That's
huh?
how we got our pet turtle.
Nice. Rescue.
But yeah, and have you ever thought of rescuing a snapping turtle?
No.
Nope, not the best of ideas, but it was so much fun because we would go to like the bait store and get baby minnows
Okay.
and then watch them
Mow on 'em?
have dinner.
Nice.
The baby turtle did not stay a baby very long. He became large. Where there was actually one point. I hope Lisa doesn't. We had to put him in the bathtub. So then, they start to eat bigger and bigger and bigger things. So I'm like, all right, it's time.
That's it. Time for him to go.
Yeah, So we took him down to Hortonville and let him go in the river.
Oh, okay.
We go and visit him once in a while.
Nice.
So Jeff Hefter asked the question, how many 9s have been given to Al? A lot. A lot this match.
John Klein says, I had better luck on Sunday than Saturday. Won the hot seat at the Mad Apple.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent.
But then
So
did you win the tournament?
Yeah, Sunday would have been the 8 ball, right? How did you finish, John? You better have won the whole tournament.
Or did you get double dipped?
Or did you split? So he says he has a Russian tortoise. I don't know if I believe John.
Right? Sounds a little far-fetched.
Yeah, something seems a little fishy. Or turtley. Fishy.
Totally. I like it.
Yikes.
Well, John Lewis double dipped him. 2-3, 2-3.
Yeah, John will do that. John is a hell of a player. How many players were there this time, John? Sundays are usually really, really busy for their 8-ball tournament.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, rattling.
Well, as we have seen the first 11 games, these guys continue to struggle. The 573 Fargo and 506 Fargo are not conducive to their normal play. Dan Yenner said it earlier, that it's Chris, you've been in the booth, I don't know, about 50 times.
Yep.
That it is a testament to the format of the Knockout Challenge, because these guys put a ton of pressure on themselves because there is a lot of money at stake for an amateur player.
Yep.
So nobody wants to go home early. I do sometimes, but I'm not playing in it.
Right. That's about the only good thing of a blowout game is it's like, ooh, we get out of the booth early tonight.
Hello to you as well, Jamie Cools, or is that Amy? That is well played.
Not a well play, yes.
That is a good safety by Chris Foose.
Nice safety.
Good speed, left him long-ish. Probably going to have to get out old Hoppy over the 8-ball if he wants to pocket it anyway. He could try the kick, but I don't know if that's going to do him any good.
No, I think I'd jump.
That's a good possibility, Jeff. Just setting him up for a easy 9-ball. So, Jeff, you actually went to Mad Apple last week or the week before, right, to watch Al's first match. Is he playing better tonight, or did he play better
Got
at
lucky on
Mad
that
Apple?
hit.
Yeah, he's not going to get lucky with...
Didn't get lucky with the leave, but
Nope.
yeah, got lucky with the hit. Because he missed that thin cut.
Oh, I think he was kicking at it. I don't think he could see it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
then.
I think he was purposely kicking at it.
You're probably right.
Oh, it is. Oh, all right. So it's Jamie and Amy. And Corbin? Maybe.
Right, well, Chris needs this. Try and close up that gap.
Came up a little bit cheddar again. He's
Cuts
left
it
him
down in the corner. He's all right.
But he has to pull it back to avoid the scratch on the side,
Yep.
which is going to make it
Pocketing
a little bit
more
Yep.
difficult.
and more difficult to get on the 9 ball. So that's going to be. He left himself. Like a 506 Fargo player would typically leave themselves. And that's not a knock on Chris, you know?
Correct.
Boy, I think he's going to scratch if he does this. Ooh, he did not. All right.
Nice.
That's
shot.
a lot of forward English on there.
Yep.
That was well played.
Yeah. Now line this one up right so you don't go running into the outer point like you did with that other
Yeah,
shot in the side pocket.
The last thing that we need right now is Jeff Hefter to be right about setting up Al for the 9 ball. Thank God. I mean, that alone just made my day that he made that ball, because one of the worst things on the planet is you have to admit that Jeff Hefter was correct. So, with that being said, let's get on over to the sponsor spotlight and talk about this guy right here. His name is Jeff Hefter. With Johnco Express, him and his wife Maggie provide expedited shipping of packages in Wisconsin and surrounding states. Same day pickup, same day delivery. Call Jeff right now. You know what? Actually, seriously, call Jeff right. Let's call that number. Let's see.
I need a package delivered
I want to see how this turns out.
to Chicago, please.
920.
My balls need to go to Chicago.
921-9191. I'll even put it on speaker for everybody to hear. How does that sound?
Probably get an answering machine.
What's up, shitty commentator?
Holy hell. Okay, I did not expect anybody to answer. I was going to leave a message on the...
24/7, 365 days a year.
That is awesome. I love it.
Oh, my God. Jeff actually answered the phone. All right, I got to go. I got to do some shitty commentary.
Yep, that's right.
Hey, do you want to do some commentary from... yeah, well, you can't do it, though, because of the 14-second lag. So, and you probably wouldn't be really all that good anyway, so...
Probably not.
All right, good talking to you, Jeff.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, not at all what I was expecting.
Nope, I figured it'd be like a business number where we're going to get the answering machine.
I really wanted to leave him a message, and it wasn't going to be nice either. That's how I treat all of my sponsors, you know.
Right? Why be nice? We already got the money.
Okay, I wasn't really going to take it that far,
Oh,
Chris.
sorry.
Jesus. Again, that was Chris Green, not Little Cheddar.
Not associated with the stream.
No, and actually being fired this evening. So that's the last time you'll hear from Chris. So Al has elected to push out and put the 2 in a very nasty position, and I think I would still take this on. Cut the 1 in the side, come 2 rails, and try to get on the bottom side of this 2 ball to play a safe or something.
Yep.
Or run into it and maybe get it out of there. If he tries to... let me go to the long view here. If he tries to go all the way down and draw into it, it's probably not... Never mind. He got it out of there.
I almost got a leave out of it, too, if it hadn't bounced hard off the rail.
Yeah, and the 6
But now he can return the safe.
Yep. 6 got tied up with the 8 ball, which might come apart right now.
Trevor, right?
Right, Trevor? Oh, this is
beautiful save.
This is a lock-up save.
That'll put Al in some trouble.
Al Holden is not going to hit this 2 ball. I tell you right now, there's no way.
Depends what kind of jump cue he's got.
No. No.
Oh, he wants you to come watch. See if a dollar bill slips in there. All right, Dale's going out to see if the 2 is frozen on the rail for the kids. Make an official decision. And the official decision is?
Well, it's definitely froze to the rail, and that's what they were asking.
Okay.
And but again, he's still got to get over there to hit it. Yeah. I just don't see that happening. There are so many blockers to that 2 ball.
Yep. I know what kind of crazy shot I'd try.
What?
I'd come off the rail by the 4 and try and hop over everything with a rail hop.
Ooh, that's always a fun shot.
Right? It's fun to look at. It
It's-
probably won't be successful, but hey, it's it'd be fun to look at.
It would be fun.
As long as you don't break up the 8-6. What's the worst that could happen? You actually bump the 2 and get a hit. I kind of like that jump off the rails. He's gonna tie up the 4.
Yeah, this is a smart shot. You know, if you know you're not going to get a hit, so put something in a worse spot. The only thing that it kind of sucks for Chris is there's no 3 foul rule, because he could do this over and over and probably
Right.
win the game.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, no 3 foul in the 9 ball. Whereas, yeah, this would be an excellent chance for Chris to try and win a rack that way.
You know, that I think would have been a lot more fun if Maggie answered the phone. Jeff's wife.
Oh,
You know,
Yep.
she's probably more fun to talk to than Jeff, but it is what it is.
Maybe next time.
You know, if it's 24/7, he said 24/7, right?
Yep.
So everybody, if you would, jot down that number.
Call at 3 a.m.
You know, here,
Check in
I'll-
on Jeff. Make sure he's doing well.
let me put that number back up there for you again, if you'd like to. If you want a package delivered, call him at 3 o'clock this morning.
All right. I guess Dale's going out to watch a hit. Oh, see what I can see.
Al, give me a second before you move that ball. Give me just a second.
It's tight. I think he hit it clean.
All right, we are actually going to look at the replay on this, because that was really close.
Ooh. Come on, baby. All right. Now that we've backed up YouTube twice and watched the hit twice, we decided that the 2 ball was hit first and that the jaw is what moved the 5 ball. So it was a good hit by Chris. So Chris has got a little bit of a smile on his face because he's like, oh, great. Now what am I going to do? I think he's got a good shot on the 3. The trick is just what are you going to do from the 3 to the 4? I'd probably try and pocket the 3 and then bank the 4 behind the 6 and hook L. Depending on what he gets for leave off this shot.
It's a good shot. Now, what do you do with the 4 ball, though? And the 6 is still tied up. So.
The 6 is still... I would come across the front and cross bank this. Try and miss the double hit. Send the cue all the way back up table and send the 4 over by the 5.
Did you see Jeff's message there?
That safe did not turn out as
Nope.
Was planned.
Nope.
Which one would you like? Vincent says this is why I don't do phones for scheduling.
Because people call at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Is that why you said that? We should call Vincent, too. See if we can schedule a tattoo.
There you go. I want an angry 8 ball on my arm.
You weren't here. Did you see it? I sent my
No, I missed it because I was probably traveling.
tattoo into Vincent the other day.
83 North Pioneer Road, just off Johnson Street exit.
The viewer's already seen it, so I'll just show you.
Oh, nice.
It's my puppy. Well, no angle to break this 6 out of there, so I'm assuming he's probably just going to... Oh, never mind. Overplayed it a
Yep.
smidge.
So both players missing their safe.
It's a golden opportunity for Chris to hit the top side of the 8 ball
Yep.
and knock that 6 out of there right by the pocket.
A little bit inside English and a little bit of speed and
Mm-hmm.
hope for a good outcome. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yep. Might have to mass aid just a hair bit, but
Or go rail first, or...
yep.
I think he can hit this pretty clean.
Although the way he jumped before, I'd almost jump it.
Yeah, right. Oh, I think
Come
you're
off the
I
rail
think
and-
you're right. He's a slight mass A, which... Holy cow. Get off that rail a little. Need a bounce, need a bounce.
There you go. Perfect. Oh, nice, good stop shot.
I think I would just slow roll this to the
Yeah, you
the
could do
cue
that
ball.
too.
Yeah, because if you try to stop this, there's a good chance of rattling it. And he hit the rail first, which caused the cue ball to bounce and hit. Not good.
Yeah, but not an easy shot for Al.
Nope.
Maybe the back cut's a little bit of a gimme, but I don't think back cuts and anything are a gimme.
Not a chance. I think I would actually attempt being up 8-4. I would try to kick this in. Because then you get an automatic
Oh, yeah,
leave
you
on
got a
the 8
perfect
ball.
leave on the 8 then. Yep. I like that.
Or just play safe. I think Al's probably going to play safe. Yep. It's a good shot.
Not bad. Yep.
So the only thing Chris can do is play a safe himself, because I don't... You're looking right at it, Chris, actually. Does it go past the 8? Or is
I
it stuck
think
to
it bumped enough. I mean, they're married, but I still think it goes down in the corner if he shaves it thin enough. I would play... I agree. I'd play safe and try and do the 50-50 behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I would have not taken that shot. Oh! Typically, so the rule normally is if you put your hand in the pocket like that,
Ball in hand for your
it's
opponent.
ball in hand for your opponent. But his hand never went into the pocket. I mean, it was close, but
Yep.
all right. It looks like Chris went and kind of looked to see if the 7 was ahead of the 8 ball, and I don't blame him because a potential bad hit.
Oh, look at this outcome.
Ooh, yikes.
There's a roll.
Yeah, you see how the spin on that cue ball just kind of pulled it over towards the 7 as well. And if it wasn't so close, Chris would have a shot. All right, well, Chris is figuring out what he's going to do. This is kind of a rundown of what the rest of the week and the weekend looks like for round 2. We got Vincent Didio and Luke Wega tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and then at 7 is Derek Tauschik and Randy Boom, both here at Varsity Club. And then on Friday night, we've got Steve Hill-Martin, Jason Harlan at 6, and then Dan Yenner and Todd Schmidt at 7. That is going to be a dual stream, as well as Sunday. We've got at 2 o'clock Anthony Sadlin and Logan Heisel, and then a dual stream at 6 o'clock. We've got Matt Kitzman, Todd Rasmussen on the booth table, if you will, and then Derek Schwartz and Adam Swenson on the table right next to us. So got some really good matches coming up. Tommy Lloyd, Fong Wen on Monday night, as well as David Sutter and Alex Van Boxtel are playing at 5 o'clock at Matt Apple. So all kinds of good stuff.
Lots of good matches coming up. Busy.
So Chris attempted a safe off of that 7 ball and has left Al with a shot all the way down table, and these are tricky. This is an easy one to rattle just because of the simple fact you got to hit it a little bit firm. He's going forward, which I find interesting.
Right?
So maybe he's just playing and taking what the table gives him. Not a bad idea, because now if he can...
Yeah, if you can make
thin
this
cut
pocket, thin cut the 8 and just medium stroke and let her ride up the table and come back down.
Jason Harlan said that the cue ball got vinced. I like it. It's been didioed. Oh, yeah.
Well, he's going to kind of get away with it a little bit.
Again.
Kind of lead the same shot. Super thin and cut on the 8.
No, this is a lot harder. I don't think I would play this. I would play safe in a heartbeat. I would put that cue ball right behind the 9.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'll tell you what, Vincent. What does it feel like to be famous, man? I'd really like to know. I mean, or is it infamous?
Infamous.
Yeah, that'd be infamous. Mm-hmm.
The infamous Vincent Pocket.
You have been didioed.
And safety try it is.
Yeah, that's
not horrible.
Yeah, even if he left Al with a bank, it was still the right shot. Did you notice Taylor Collar and Matt Strong are no longer playing pool, and he still didn't come over to booth,
I
huh?
just noticed that. Yeah, they're both
what a
gone.
Jerk. Is Al going for the bank? Sure is.
Sure is. A little short.
And little cheddar. Oh, look at where he left him. This is tough. This is
again. Yep. Now you gotta, like you say, you gotta draw it out a little bit to miss that scratch.
I don't think he can. He has to hit this so thin to put it in the side. I don't think there's any way to draw out of that.
I'd go up in
scratch.
the corner.
I think he has to. And that's no.
That's what I mean by drawing, is putting it up in the Vincent
yeah.
pocket and then try and draw to miss the side pocket. And if you do that, it should bounce out and give you a nice leave on the 9.
I think I'd bank it cross corner and draw back. I don't know if there's a way to avoid
Yeah,
scratching.
the bank isn't bad. I like the bank.
This is brutal. I'm telling you, if he gets this in the side, I think that cue ball's going Didio. Never mind.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
don't do
shot.
that to him. Don't do that.
Oh,
That is so cruel.
again,
That
Al
is
gets a
so
3-9
cruel.
ball. Yeah, that is not right.
Wow. How do you make that shot and then
Scratch.
not scratch where you're supposed to scratch and then end up scratching? Brutal. Just brutal.
Very brutal. Vincent says he has mixed emotions.
Old school says, oofta.
Oofda.
I haven't heard that in a while.
All right, well,
I'll tell you what, that's a kick right in the 1 and 2 ball. you
yes,
know?
it is.
Yeah, I agree, Vincent. Not only did he had to throw it in with a lot of right hand or left hand English, and then to avoid that scratch. Yeah, that's just wild. Well, I think Al shit-racked himself, which is interesting. Yeah, why you would do that to yourself is beyond me, but I think we've all been there, right? Give the old road rack to yourself because, why break and run?
Right?
You know what's funny about this, Chris, is we have now watched 13 games of 9-ball, and there has not been one table run.
Not one table run yet, huh? Al trying to obviously do something and missed the one, fluked in the 8-ball.
Now he can play a lock-up safe
Yep.
against Chris, which is another fortunate roll. Nice view of Al's haircut. That colic in the back. I can't laugh. I'm not poking fun at him because I've got 2 of them. All right. I think he just left Chris a window right between the 9 and the 7 to pocket the 1 all the way down in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. I completely forgot in all of my happenings over the weekend and everything else that I was going to make a little plaque for the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket down there.
Nice.
So, and what I'd like to do is, just have it say, you have been VD'd.
I like that.
Can you see the entire ball here? Or is he playing? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty. All right, now he's got to get a little bit fortunate because he's going to pocket the 3 in the side and run right into that 6 ball and hope to God he doesn't get stuck on the back side of it and the 4 comes out where you can play it in the corner. Well, All right, and he got it out of there a little bit, but safety coming.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I accidentally gave you VD. Accidentally, yeah. I've heard that before. Wait, what?
Wait, what? Where?
What are you doing over there, Chris?
I'm trying to figure out why this thing's going in sleep mode on the display all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, did not try and play a safety. Here we go. Unplugged in, turn off after. Oh, let's change this to
Well, look who's in the chat.
4 hours.
It is, oh, here. That's,
Ow!
I did that for you, Heather. She did say that I was supposed to kick you, but my legs aren't that long. I'd have to stand up, walk all the way over there, and then kick you in the shin.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, when I was getting ready to leave, I told her I was coming here, and she asked me to close the 2 back windows and put the little safety locks on so you can't open the window and the screen. And
Yep.
I looked at the bedroom window. I'm like, oh, they look like they're down, so I'm assuming all the back windows are down and locked. And I assumed wrong without looking at the 2 in the kitchen, so I'm in trouble.
You idiot.
Yep.
Never assume.
But obviously, since she's in the chat yelling at me, nobody's in the house strangling her, so I'm okay there. Love you, honey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have been... Well, you know what? This goes right along with what Trevor Simpson just said, and I couldn't agree more. It must say, you got Didio, Daddy-O, and have a picture of Vince in his handlebar mustache.
Love it.
You know, if we put... You know what we could do? We could get a pocket cam and put Vince's picture on the inside of the pocket.
Ooh.
Where... Because no balls go down there.
Right?
You know, it would be just a picture of Vince and his mustache in the pocket. And you have been didioed. Well, this is not a good save because he left him with a clear shot at the 6 in the corner.
Ooh. Justin watches NCIS, I see. Rule number 8. From Gibbs.
I think I will show Heather's comment. It said, I have the choice to either block it or see it, make it visible. And she did say, he made an ass out of him and him. All right. I don't know if the 7 goes past the 9. If not, I'd be blasting in this 9 ball. Hit that 7 nice and thin. Carry him off, make the 9 ball, take the win, and move on. But if it does go past, then obviously you want to make it.
I'm going to assume it goes past because of how soft he hit the 6 instead of trying to get closer.
Oh,
yeah.
Plenty of room.
All right.
Should be 9-5 after this shot.
Yeah, get
but
it back to a 4-game spread.
we've been here for almost 3 hours, and we've only played 14 games of 9 ball. That's not a lot.
Nope.
That is not a lot. Oh, I'm your wife's favorite.
Nice.
There's not a lot of guys that can say that. Thank you, Heather Green.
How do you put somebody in timeout again?
I am I am sitting taller in my chair than I have ever sat before.
Yeah, you are perking up over there.
All right, that's none of your business. And why are you looking under the counter? The hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I'm a little weird.
Oh, the sick son of a... What
We did do a Calcutta for this event, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
First place in the player auction for 1.1 is $2,100. There was a grand total of $6,320. Holy lock-up safe.
That was a beautiful safe shot.
This is going to be uber tough for Chris Foose to be. He's going to have to go a minimum of 3 rails. He's going to have to go down by the Vincent Didio Memorial Pocket, come out 2 rails, luckily maybe hit the 1 ball. This is tough. This is tough.
It's all right, Trevor. Both of my motorcycles are out there. I'll be all right. Trevor says, boy, Chris, you really want to sleep in the garage by putting your wife in timeout. I would not advise that.
Yeah, that's real. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, that was he actually hit it long,
Yep.
which is
I think if he
surprising.
would have hit it a little firmer, he would have made that hit.
Yep.
Definitely had the right idea. Just a little too soft and let it go wide.
So, Cold School. We did the player auction 3 weeks ago, right? I think it was the 18th. Yeah.
Yep.
August 18th was the player auction. And then the suggestion came up to do, because there is a redraw on every round. That's one of the things I forgot to say about the Knockout Challenge that is different than any other tournament is we have a redraw every single round. So you have no idea who you're going to play next. How fun is that? Yeah.
Part of Dale's evil plan.
Diabolical. It's like putting pepper jack cheese on your rectum. You know? It's sorry.
See, I'm not the only one that makes it go downhill, Heather. See?
Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I totally disregard that. Or not. So, the suggestion was brought up to do then a Calcutta on every round, you know? Let me tell you, getting 64 players to commit to one Sunday for the first one
Was hard enough.
Was yeah, no, I am not going to do more than one calc. Maybe when there's like final 8 or something like that, you know, but I don't know. We'll think about that when we get there. Cross that bridge later.
You're scaring Trevor.
I-
I'm right there with you, Trevor.
Sorry.
I'm not quite sure how he knows this, but
I read a lot.
yeah, okay.
I think that's sure.
That's your story and you want to stick with it.
Just it is. Sorry, it's sometimes it's just whatever I think of at the moment. It comes out like cheese from a can. What was that called again?
Oh my God.
Not Cheese Whiz. Yeah,
Cheese Whiz.
Cheese
Yep.
Whiz. The same thing I do when I go to the bathroom.
Now, that was a pretty shot.
Yeah, that was nice. The 6 to the 7 is going to be a very fun shot for Al, the hitman Holden.
Yep.
Wow. I don't know which one to laugh at first, Trevor's or Dan's.
Right?
Wow. So, what kind of smut do we have typical households, or I shouldn't say that, there are some households that have pornography, and we have,
Overcut.
overcut. And he got
the exact leave he was looking for.
He got the perfect shape, and now he's left Chris with a thin cut. People have sex tapes and stuff like that at home. We've got the cheddar files at our house. So
Yeah.
your wife is the only child, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Heather. This is going to be hard for Chris to pocket this 6 ball and
Get a good leave on the
yeah,
7.
because keeping it short of getting behind the 9 ball. Look at this. He actually hit it really good.
Yep.
But
I'm actually surprised it made it all the way back down to sit on the rail. That was a good speed, I thought.
yeah, and he's not behind the 8 ball, so he does have a piece of it. This is going to be fun for Al Holden. Yikes.
Well, the chat was going downhill once I got here.
The Cheddar Files make X Files seem normal. That was one of my favorite shows. David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. Did you watch the X Files?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the X Files
dun,
are
dun,
on
dun.
God, what is that oddball channel? Charge.
Outer Points Productions.
No,
Oh, the other.
yeah, the
other
other
weird
X Files. Yeah, it's on Air TV every night.
Nice.
If you actually want to continue watching this series.
I think I had my fill. I mean, I watched it all the time,
Oh, okay.
so it was pretty cool. Mulder.
So I'm contemplating what he wants to do with the 7, because he pretty much wound up the same place where Chris did on the rail.
Still laughing at Danny Yenner's come. Not sure what goes on in that cheese household, but holy hell.
She might be available if she divorces me after tonight.
Oh yeah, that's I wouldn't blame her. All right, looks like we're going to go a little bit vertical here. Al has to jump over a piece of this 8 ball, so we're going to get in there nice and close and start the replay. Because if there is any kind of questionable
Antics.
Mm-hmm. Make sure we catch this one on film.
Trevor says mold your cheese and scalded milk.
Wow. Brutal.
Nice hit.
Yep, good hit. We don't have to put on the instant replay for that one.
Nope.
Well, if I'm Chris Foose, I don't know if I would go for the pocket on this 7 ball, because he is going to have a super hard time holding for that 8 ball. So I would blast this 7-9 and just hope to God that the 7 caroms off of it and goes in the pocket, or the 9 goes in somewhere.
Yep.
Because even I don't think a safety is an easy shot.
Nope. Yeah, I don't think you can hit it slow enough to get the 7 to like bump the 8 and then the rail and keep the Q on the 9. Yep, I'd definitely hit this one with some pace and hope for something to fall in a hole.
Look at your wife. She is actually admitting to the fact that she can be challenging at times.
Right?
Good for her.
I wasn't going to comment on that because I'm already in the doghouse.
Sure. Yeah. You'd be in the shit house if you do. Do you guys have an outhouse at your, or you got indoor plumbing?
Yeah, indoor plumbing.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
We haven't made that move yet. I know Scott Kugel hasn't either. So, that was the right shot, but I would have hit that so much harder. Try to make that 9 go in somewhere. Went from rectal cheese to a speed dating online chat. Hey, you got to do what you got to do these days.
Right?
Well, this is going to put Al Holden 2 away from victory, pending in a rectum full of pepper jack cheese here.
Uh-oh.
See Trevor's comment. Yeah, no doubt.
Trevor rides motorcycle, by the way.
All right, looks like we're going to be. You know what? Actually, speaking of Trevor Simpson, he is going to be here. I'm going to do this after we do a commercial break because Chris is walking away from the
Chris
table.
is walking away from the table and
Mhm.
renewing his bucket of drinks.
We'll be back. That is not the on board. We'll let the
Wrong commercial.
Yeah, we'll let the police one play.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
All right, back to the action. Players are back. Dry break from Mr. Al.
Wow. Okay. I got to read Dan's out loud. Bill Larson. Well, first of all, welcome. It's about frickin' time you show up, Hocus Pocus.
Right?
Well, it's no longer Hocus Pocus, just Bill. Whatever. quick rundown of what you missed. Dale puts pepper jack cheese on his rectum. Trevor is trying to get Heather balls missed in the Diddy-O Daddy-O pocket and a sprinkle of good pool. That's excellent. Thank you. Dan, Dan is actually going to be here commentating one of these days, probably when the stream is dead and we don't have any pool to watch. So that'd be the best time to have Dan in the booth. And Trevor Simpson is going to be here Friday night for the Dan Yenner match, as a matter of fact. So
Nice.
be careful what you say, Dan. I have my ways of getting revenge. Well, I don't know if that does go in the side past the 9 ball there, but it sure looks like
I
it,
think
doesn't it?
so, yeah.
Guys are brutal.
I love our chats.
Yeah. Yeah, like pepper jack on my rectum.
Hey, whatever you're into, I'm happy for you.
It's none of your business. Right, Fred? Right, Fred Redder? None of your business. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You know, if it didn't catch that piece of the 5 ball, that would have been a really good shot. But now, it's not. So if you're in the chat and you are watching for the very first time, thank you for being here, and I'm sorry.
No, we're not.
I'd like to say this is not normal, but
It is.
to be honest, it really is. This is nothing new for Outer Points Productions. We pride ourselves on having the best non-professional commentary in the business. Yeah, that's what we are good at. So
Yes, we are.
thanks for
And
sticking
we
around.
keep trying to strive for that.
Yeah, and what a great time to ask for a subscriber. You know, for if
Please
you're
subscribe.
if you're already not a subscriber, what a better time to do it than when
That way you
you're
can always know when this is going to happen.
when you're already thoroughly disgusted and want to watch every other pool stream than this. What a better time to be a subscriber.
Good night, Heather. Sleep well. Love you.
Yeah, love you. Nighty night. There it is. Yep, Fred. None of your business. Sopranos, man, no doubt. Somebody's gonna find the head of their horse in their bed pretty soon.
Right?
Oh wait, that's not Sopranos. That's man.
Oh, that's an
Chris,
uncharacteristic mess.
Chris. Too hard.
Dan Yenner says, just yell in the house that Chris is naked. The person will run out fast.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm going to put Trevor in timeout.
We may have to. Yeah. Oh, he's going to bed anyway, so.
Right.
You
Well,
want-
the wife is going to bed.
Yeah, oh, geez. They're not together, are they?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I don't think so. I don't think a Harley can go that fast.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. Did you hear that, Trevor? Oh, man. Yikes.
I drive a Yamaha, so I can say that. I almost bought a Harley, but thought better.
All right, Al playing safe on the 5 ball, leaving Chris with a 1-reel kick and pocketable. Got to play the rails right. They typically bank a little bit short. A little bit cheddar.
I think he was trying to play that safe because he didn't give himself a good leave on the 6. I'm just not sure what the outcome he was looking for, unless he was hoping to hit the rail a little more solid and get the 5 over, so it's not sitting in front of the pocket.
Yeah, he said he kind of motioned for he wanted the 5 against the rail or something. That's pretty precise for a amateur player. We all are.
Yep. That's why we're here.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be commenting. What? He's going to jump? There's no way I would jump this ball. There is no way he is going to keep this. I've said that way too many times. No way, no way, no way. And then somebody pulls it off. And then I
all you got to do is get barely past the 6 and back on the table.
But
You
the
should
thing
be all
is,
right.
But that's just it. That's such a long way for that cue ball to travel, and then it's going to bounce. I don't think it's going to stay on the table. Oh, and he's using his break cue besides. Holy hell. I don't think this cue ball can stay on the table. Even if he gets over, just watch that. This cue ball is going to go flying off the table. Told you.
Yep.
I mean, there's just no way to keep that on there.
Yep. Yeah, you had my opinion, I would have tried being more like getting just past the 6.
And
Sharp up,
much
come
higher.
down.
Yes.
Yep.
Much, much higher.
And that way you got time to hopefully get that cue ball to settle down and then roll into the 5 and pocket it.
All right, now you've given Al Holden ball in hand on the 5 with 5 balls left again instead of an entire rack to get on the hill. Yeah, I mean, that's not good.
Oh, my Yamaha's a full bagger, Trevor. Looks like the Harley Ultra Classic, actually. The Yamaha Venture.
I like Trevor's last comment. I don't care who you are. That's some funny shit right there.
Yep. It's all good.
Very risky there for Al Holden to do that. I think I would have just stopped it right there instead of trying to get closer, because that's a good way of
getting hooked on that 9.
And that's typically how amateurs end up getting themselves hooked. Because he forced that. It was only one ball to the right, so it really doesn't make much difference. Stop.
Yeah, Chris made some good shots playing Dale at the Apple.
Daryl.
Agreed, Trevor.
You said Dale, right? I think you said.
Oh,
or did you say
Daryl. I'm
Daryl?
sorry. I might have said Dale. I meant
Daryl.
Daryl Zimmerman. Yeah, I watched part of that match, and Chris was shooting really well that day. Definitely
and
capitalized when
not.
he needed to.
Mm-hmm. Daryl was not. Daryl did not play well at all.
No, and when it comes down to it, Trevor, your bike is also very nice looking.
Yeah, that's a sweet Harley.
Mm-hmm.
Both of yours bikes are nice. All right, that puts Al Holden on the hill. Let's go to our sponsor spotlight for the 3rd time tonight. Wow, way to really push the envelope, huh? And a way to get
What a
them,
way to take care of your sponsors there.
get them all of them mentioned. As long as Vincent's here, let's do
let's do the Vincent.
Vince D of Gallery 83 Tattoo Company is a multi-award-winning artist with 20 years of experience in all styles of tattooing, from elaborate black and gray realism to simple small designs. He is equipped to bring all of your ideas to life. And I am about to find that out in, what's today, the 4th? 11 days.
Yes, it is the 4th.
11 days. I am getting my tattue.
I'm showing
First
up with
one.
camera.
No,
I'm
it's...
going to videotape that crap.
We are. We're doing a time lapse,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna put it on the stream. Anyway, Gallery 83 is in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, with a relaxing, safe, and clean. And I enunciate that for a reason, because tattoo parlors that's the biggest thing, is you got to make sure they're clean and free of any kind of nastiness, I guess would be. I don't know.
Correct.
Yeah.
No dirty needles.
Yeah. No pepper jack on the rectum there. Anyway, for more information, please visit Vince Didio, vincedtattoos.com or vincedtattoos@gmail.com. Anyway, right. Perfect timing. Got the break in there. Almost a 9-ball break for Al Holden.
Almost a scratch,
And
too.
almost a scratch, right. But nothing going down.
No leave for the 1. 2 or 3's a little tied up.
You know what? Screw you, Dan Yenner. Oh, that actually
Ooh,
nice.
that worked out pretty nice.
That was pretty good. Well, the 1 to the 2 is god awful. Good hit. Oh, and look at this.
Yeah, but what do you do with it?
Nothing. I don't think it goes past that 4-ball, so.
Well, even if it does, I wouldn't try and pocket it, because what are you going to do with the 2-ball?
Nope. Exactly, Fred. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
That was a nice shot.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah, good luck hitting this one, Al Holden. This is going to be tough. I think he's going to have to go 2 rails
Can he get past
behind
the
the
5?
4. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Behind
Going
the
that
4.
way, yep. Yeah, he ain't coming up the other way by the Vincent pocket for
No.
a 2-rail hit. I think that 5's in the way. Could
I
get crazy and
actually
go for a 3-rail.
So Dan, when Trevor just bought his Harley not that long ago, or had some of it redone, he actually put a crib in the one of the saddlebags for me to. I can actually lay down. I can lay down in there. So.
Well, then you can ride along when Trevor and I go for our ride.
That's, I guarantee you, is not going to happen. I've had 3 motorcycles in my life, and there is no way I am riding on the back seat. That is not going to happen.
No, I meant in the saddlebag in the in
Yeah.
your little cradle.
No, not doing that.
We'll put a little hammock in there so you can swing
Aw,
freely.
That would be cool.
With a little cushion,
Let
right?
my legs hang low,
Right?
wobble
Well,
to and fro. So, Eric Swiney, if you were not here earlier, that is an awesome suggestion. And instead of, by the way, thank you very much for the message on Facebook, by the way. Instead of getting the Little Cheddar or anything stream related as a tattoo, we'll do this in the middle of the shot. This is actually what I'm getting. Already sent it to Vincent Didio, and he's doctoring it up and making it look fabulous, and I can't wait because, man, I miss that little girl a lot.
I bet.
It's brutal. Just freaking sucks.
Ooh, almost got a good safe. Little cheddar on getting it behind the 8-ball.
Bill Larson, there is no 3 foul in the 9-ball part of the knockout challenge. Only in 10-ball. Pretty much the old school 9-ball rules. 9-ball counts in any pocket on the break, and any slop, any accidental fluking of the 9-ball or any other ball, it all counts. Basically, all the reasons why 10-ball was invented.
I saw a sidecar on Marketplace. Love it.
So, damn.
I'm thinking them 3 o'clock phone calls have to go on with Jeff's
I think
comment there.
I
My wife wake me up at 4 a.m. when she gets up for work. Honey, wake me up. I need to make a phone call quick.
Oh, very nice shot. And breaks up the 2 and the 3. Well played. Damn. Jeez. Nut to butt. Yeah, Jeff, put him in timeout. Jeff, after you're going to timeout. Yeah, give him 5. Why not?
Default. Oh, Dan's trying to, get out of that so he doesn't wind up at timeout.
See that? He just
Yep, I saw that.
retracted his...
I'll give him a minute for that. If you're going to type it, leave it up there. Take your medicine like a man.
Yeah, no doubt. Wuss. So we're going to try to go over this 2 and 3 with a jump cue
Yeah.
from a distance using the dart method. The odds of Chris getting over this, I'll be
Slim.
honest with you, is
I'd kick with a lot of spin.
me too.
Try and bend around that 5 ball.
Yep. The odds of Chris getting over this are maybe about 1%. And that's pretty generous. He's got to reach too far.
Yeah, one, he's got to reach. 2,
And
they're
straight up.
close.
Yep.
No, this is an interesting way to go to try and get the hit. Well, not.
It's not horrible, but it's
Yeah.
not easy. Oh, he's trying to put
tie it
another
up.
ball in the way, and semi-successful. If Al can get between the 4 and the 6 and give himself a shot on the 2 ball, that might be the end of this match.
Yeah, with the Wheat State, I'd have tried that jump. Or
That's
zero,
true.
Or zero gravity even. Those jump pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's so hard giving accolades to Mike Gans, though. You know, it's one of the things in life that you just don't want to do.
Right.
But sometimes you have to.
Once in a while, just throw them a bone.
Yeah, you do. You really should once in a while. And there's a good reason for it. So, he got away with it. Here's one of those reasons, real quick, before Al shoots this 2 ball, is that's the biggest reason right there, because that's what's coming up. That's what's coming to Wisconsin. It's already here.
Yep.
So with an opportunity like this,
I
I'm telling
got
you.
3 out of my 4 players.
Really?
Yep. I need to find a 4th.
This is going to be an incredible freaking tournament for Wisconsin. I'm really looking forward to it.
For the silver division.
Well,
Ooh.
Al got exactly what he was kind of hoping for by pocketing that 1, breaks out the 2 and the 3, and now he has an opportunity to finish this match.
Yep. I was going to say just a slight bit of follow just to come off the rail a little bit and get the cue about the same spot where the 3 is.
I think I'd just stop it right there.
Stop shot works too. If you're comfortable with it and can nail it, perfect.
He pulled it back a little bit, and what he's done is given himself an angle away from the 5 ball. So that's why I would have just stopped it right there, and then he could just. So now he's either going to have to draw into the rail by the 9 to come back out, or either way, I think he has to. As long as you don't draw it into the. So he's going to play this with a lot of follow, and come all the way down table to the left, and then back out off the short rail, just like. That's a
Nice
good shot.
Yep.
That is
I
a
like
good
it.
shot.
He's complaining about it a little bit, but that's a nice angle,
Al complains about everything anyway. So.
right?
He's hard on himself. Not hard on. Hard on himself. Did you? Never mind. Moving along.
Move along.
Yep. A family show that was Chris Green, everybody.
That managed
That
to
was,
ruin it and take our ratings away again for
Go-
PG.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Actually, for that tournament, for the division, I don't think it's a team cap, but each player has to be within the Fargo range. So anybody between a 540 and below. For the silver division.
I think Trevor's asking because he might want to be on your team.
I might be willing to let him.
All right, Al with a long shot on the 6 ball, and I'll be honest with you, if he pockets this one, it is all over.
Yep.
Because this is the hardest shot of this rack.
Yep. After this, it should be pretty easy for him. This will get him focused and dialed in to finish off the other 2.
Jeff's complaining. Which I'm assuming he's talking about Al's haircut. Oh yeah, complaining about. Okay, now I get it.
That's
I don't
funny
care.
right there.
I don't care who we are. That's some funny shit right there. Okay, I'd like to retract my earlier statement about if Al makes that 6, the rest of the match should be over with, and he has left himself in a not so nice position. You look at it here, and this is it's makeable.
It's
It
makeable,
is
but it's
makeable.
thinner than you want it to be.
Yeah. It's thinner than the receding hairline on the top of Dan Yenner's head. And down she
Nice
goes. That is actually going to wrap it up.
Oh,
As-
thanks, Fred Runner.
Why are we thinking, Fred?
He says it is a 240 cap.
Well, let's put that back up there real quick so you guys don't have to look at our ugly mugs. There's exactly the reason why.
Yeah, 240 cap.
So they got a whole bunch of. I know a lot of people have already been signing up and getting their teams together. So the top division is going to be at Mad Apple, and the other one, gold division, is at the Ballroom in Portage, and then here is going to be the silver division. So what a great event! It really is going to be incredible. Can't wait. So anywho. Thank you, everybody, for being here, as always. Appreciate Chris Green coming in and helping out
No, not a problem.
halfway through the stream.
Nice night for a motorcycle ride.
Indeed. Again, for the rest of the week, this is what we've got going on. Most of them are here at the Varsity Club. There's, again, one of them is at Mad Apple on Monday night, and then on the 11th is the one at the Rock. So we got a lot of good matches. So tomorrow, Thursday, is Vince Didio and Luke Wega on the mainstream table at 4 o'clock. And then as soon as that is done, it's going to be Derek Tauschik and Randy Boom playing here. So lots of fun coming up.
Nice.
Anyway, thank you so very much, everybody. As always, I'm going to thank these people. One of them is we had the ultimate experience, being able to talk to Jeff Hefter of Johnco Express. What a great pleasure that was. Anyway, all of these wonderful people, Varsity Club, Peace Hour, Wibhoff, Dumper Dan's Home Sweet Home, which is Bobby Joe Coons, Brett Tovar of Tovar Construction, Lynn Catherine, which is Mrs. Dorn, if you will, Kevin's wife, Billet Spin, Johnco Express, Andy Coons, Cody Retlick of Midwest Aerial Productions, Matt Strong of Strong Knife Company, and Brett Lucas Brent Lucas of Midstate Amusement. He was actually the winner of the $5.99 and under over the weekend for the Ronald McDonald, and
Nice.
of course Vincent Didio. So, with that being said, thank you everybody. Seriously, all the comments, all the messages, all the support that I received over the last couple of days. I love you guys. It's been a miserable 5 days, and you guys have truly made it just a little bit more bearable. So thank you. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow, and until then, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.